Hello everyone, so let me explain what today's video is going to be about. So over the past few days and weeks, I have been looking for horses. So today I will be showing you that footage that I got of them, and I did get permission from all the owners and people that were involved so I could show this footage. So the first horse I'm going to be seeing today is Aurora, a beautiful Arabian thoroughbred mare. Unfortunately, when I arrived, Aurora was already tacked up, which is not ideal because I would have liked to see how she dealt when being tacked up. But with that being said, she was so beautiful, I just could not be bothered by that because, when I hopped on her, I was surprised how short she felt actually, but when I started walking her and when we picked it up into a trot, she was just so smooth, and that actually surprised me a bit because I thought she was going to be quite bouncy and forward, but she was a bit more laid back. Of course, sometimes she was a bit fast and trying to pick up the pace a bit more than she should have. But with that being said, she was a very beautiful horse and she was super nice. I did just want to quickly say that she did break a few times. I think overall she was a very nice horse to ride. She had a few issues, but nothing compared to how smooth she was really. And in the end, I think she was just a overall very nice horse to ride, and I'll definitely have to keep her in mind. The next horse I am going to be seeing is at Silverglade Equestrian Centre, which I am excited about because Silverglade Equestrian Centre has a soft spot in my heart because I have spent so many summer camps there, and they're just such a lovely place with a lovely community, and they have so many nice and well-trained horses, so I'm kind of excited, but I'll try not to favourite the horse too much before I see it. When I arrived, I was super excited because he wasn't tacked up and he was so cute, and he was actually taller than I expected. But when I got there, someone did actually let me know that he is not full purebred Connemara. He has a little bit of English thoroughbred in him, which is why he is not tiny, I guess, although he is big for a pony breed, which I like because I wasn't specifically looking for a pony, and all the horses I actually saw this day were smaller breeds, but I don't really mind that as long as I get a horse, you know. So then we headed over to the arena, and I just started on some flat work, and later I got out some jumps and trot pole. Did break a few times, but I was playing around with how much leg I used on him a bit just to find how much I really needed on him, and he was quite sensitive, so when I took my leg off a few times he did break. over that first jump with him, I quickly realized that he was a good jumper. So after I went over a few more trap holes and a few more smaller jumps, I did take him into the bigger jumping arena because I thought that he needed a little bit of challenge, and because it is a trial, I can't jump him too big, but I jumped him over some smaller crossbars and a few higher jumps. I was quite surprised at that last jump when he made it over. I was like, oh my gosh, you could be a real jumping pony. But after that, I just took him back to the manor and tied him up, untacked him, and after that, I went to my next horse. So my next horse is Flynn, a Jorvik starter pony stallion, and I wasn't too excited about him because he is a pony breed and he is a stallion as well, which is not something I was looking for. And stallions can be a bit of work sometimes, and I would probably, I don't know how I feel about him, but I am just gonna have high hopes and judge him when I meet him. When I arrived, he was already halted up actually, which was nice, I guess. I also, it was nice, so I could still tack him up, which was nice. And being at my last horse, I didn't have super high hopes, especially coming out after seeing Bailey, who was just absolutely gorgeous, but I just tried to not judge him at the start until I got on him, and he did okay with tacking up. He did pin his ears back a few times, especially when I put the saddle on, which you might notice. So with that in mind, enjoy the rest.
It's like walking through the sky where the stars come and go. It's the light within my reach, not as distant as it seemed. Dreams are moments.
I was quite surprised when we started walking because it's like he didn't want to walk and he kept stopping, which was quite annoying, but you'll see how he was, and he did break a few times actually, but you'll see on the rest of our ride.
It's long, yet we linger in the past. Tell me, do you feel the same? I can take you far, far away, far enough for us to disappear. Should you feel a little scared, know that I'm still right here. It will be a little bittersweet, it might even feel a bit surreal. Just see the stars run past you as you drift apart in the air, like the leaves riding on the...
What you're about to see is pretty much the exact moment I realised he wasn't the horse for me. He couldn't go over bridges, and sorry if I blab all your ears off about Silverglade Equestrian Centre, but there's lots of bridges there, and I couldn't even get him to walk over it, and when we did go over it, he stopped. Yep, that's right, he stopped. So, I got him over the bridge, and then I just realised basically he wasn't the horse for me. I did finish his trial though, because I didn't want to disappoint his owner. So we just started on some flat work, and then later we went over some jump.
Some breeze, like the days gone too far for us to see. We move on and live it as it is, but once in a while, let the reminiscence brighten this melody. Leaves riding on the autumn breeze, like the days gone too far for us to seize, like the leaves riding on the autumn breeze, like the days gone too far for us to seize. I can take you far, far away, far enough for us to disappear. Should you feel a little scared, know that I...
As you can clearly see, he's not camera shy. He jumped right at my drone that was helping me film this, so he is not camera shy, in case anyone was wondering. I have tried a few horses in the past that have been camera shy, and that is a big downside, but I wouldn't stop it from, getting a horse. So after that, I decided I would take him back to the barn, and later that night, I did actually receive a text from the owner, and he was sold later that night, so that was good for me, but now I have to decide on 2 other horses, so here's the footage of me untacking him. Again, he did pin his ears back, but that's okay. Now, hopefully I haven't blathered your ears off, but I have not decided on a horse yet, but I will give you guys an update as soon as I do. And as you can clearly see from the footage, I have started to pick favorites, but now that Flynn is no longer on the market, I'm going to have to decide between Aurora and Bailey. And I think I'm going to have a hard time actually, because they're both super awesome horses, but I think in the end it'll just come down to the little details, like not being able to tack Aurora up and not actually being able to jump Aurora properly. So I don't know, I'm still thinking about everything, but as always, comment below what you think, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
I don't really know. I don't know.